Hello and welcome everyone again into another video. Today's video I will showcase the team I went 10-0 with in the Hisui Cup. It's not a meta team, it's technically an off meta team. I know some people in the comment will say something dumb like, oh, this is very meta. Yeah, sure, that's because you don't play the game enough and you don't know what meta mean and what off meta means. I'm using Hisui Samranth because I feel like this Pokemon is just a core breaker and people generally don't know how to react against this Pokemon because this Pokemon has Icy Wind, Dark Pulse, Waterfall, Fury Cutter, X-Scissor. I'm not sure that if it's X-Scissor or another bug move, but it has so many moves that you can hit anything you see with a super effective in this cup. But the main sauce is like that 1481 Spiritomb. CP wise, this is not my best. This is not my idealist CP. I apologize on the ugly CP that I'm using. But overall, it's a great team. I won pretty much the majority of the leads with this team. And as you can see, let's start by having a good lead. Any lead that is not... I don't know what is a bad lead, to be honest, because I don't ever recall like a bad lead. I was like, oh my god, this is a bad lead. I don't remember like an actual bad lead, actually. Like, look at this. Any lead they have, I can just rock tomb it, and they shielded there. They brought in Gastrodon. I'm just gonna throw the Shadow Ball. Ideally, you would always want to bait, but you guys know Gastrodons are tanky. People are confident in not shielding that, so I don't want to be the guy who's like throwing Rock Tomb and not getting it shielded. They landed their Earth Power. We have some good amount of energy. I'm just gonna do one and then throw. You know, why not? Body Slam landed, and now they have the Dusknoir, and as you can see, I have two Dark Pokemons. I feel like I've been saying too many, as you can see. There's like a TikToker that does like pranks, and he say, as you can see. I'm sure if you guys know him, you would understand. But like, yeah, I feel like I'm picking up that thing from him too much. They don't shield, as you can see. And yeah, this should be a straightforward game, and they have a Bispy Queen. I lost 2 games, by the way, because I didn't have Water Pulse. So please run Water Pulse on your Gastrodon. I don't know why I have Mud Slap, Icy Wind, so let me just fix that as well. Okay, the moveset are fixed, hopefully. Yeah, moveset are fixed. Bispy Queen, what do? I have to tank the energy on my Spiritomb, and this Spiritomb can actually tank easily one charge move. We have to shield. I am literally shielding because I want to do as much Sucker Punch damage as possible. And here they have a Gastrodon. I think this was the only loss I had. Wait, I didn't have any loss after I switched my Gastrodon to Water Pulse, so most of the losses were before, but I went 10-0 with after. This is kind of... I mean, if they have Water Pulse, I have a chance into winning this. As you can see, they don't have Water Pulse. What do? I mean, they have a shield. They can just shield and win this game. Next game, I somehow played Ultra League. So I forget to scroll down, so I don't have an Ultra League as an option. Opponent called. Okay, I actually won that game, by the way. Picking up an amazing lead at Drifloon. I don't know what the opponent is planning to do, but you can actually shield and farm all the way down if you want. Icy Wind. I mean, I'm just gonna shield it because Spiritomb is just so good into everything in this cup. Okay. Rock Tomb is landed. They were able to get to the charge move because I threw a charge move. If I didn't throw a charge move, they don't get to a charge move. We're gonna snipe with Samurant, and now Samurant versus the water. They have an Obama. I'm just gonna throw an Icy Wind right there, and they will 100% shield it because they don't know what charge move this Pokemon has. I was one turn behind, and I feel like because I threw in bad timing, I could have just CMP'd here instead. They brought in the Gastrodon, and now I can just Shadow Ball this Gastrodon and then go to my Gastro, farm them all the way down, and then throw a Body Slam on the Obama Snow. We blindly throw, and hopefully this KOs. No, it doesn't, but the Mud Slap after will do the job. And next game, we have Spiritomb into Obama Snow. What do? Well, we stay in and then we just Rock Tomb, to be honest. There is not that much of a skill needed into winning this matchup. If you On a neutral matchup, you just spam Rock Tomb. They are trying to catch the Rock Tomb on their Gliscor. I don't have a Gliscor answer, so I'm just gonna stay, you know? There is no harm, there is no need to switch out. Can just stay in. Throw an Aerial Ace. We're gonna overfarm slightly. Throw a Rock Tomb. This Rock Tomb will take care of them, and then they will bring the Obama Snow back. I feel like I should be swapping to Samoran right away. We're doing super effective Fury Cutter. Dude, Samoran has some cool animation, to be honest. We shielded the nuke. They bring in Licky Licky. What do we do here? Well, basically just spam Icy Winds. We don't have to. You don't always have to outplay. Sometimes you just spam Icy Wind. This Icy Wind is gonna do some good damage, put them like around half of their health. And now, even if they have Solar Beam, I don't care. They have EQ. It doesn't do that much damage. I'm just gonna throw right away. If they allow me, they didn't. Hopefully we live this. I think we don't live that, because I just have a horrible IVs. They swap. I had to swap there just to do some Sucker Punch damage. This is a Wither Ball. It doesn't do anything that is, you know, like worth noting. This is a Shadow Ball or a Body Slam. And yeah, we should win this game. Next one. I think this is where I started running. That was a 4-1 set, by the way. Gastrodon lead, how do we play it? Well, so far I haven't come with a plan, but I don't think I bait here, because baiting here is very risky, so I don't recommend baiting. And as like, look at that, they did not shield, and I'm like, okay, cool, I can just stay in now and debuff their next Pokemon. I have a Gastrodon in the back, and I don't want to like get it locked in, so we're just gonna go Samoran, okay? If they have Solar Beam, good for them. I don't expect them to have a Solar Beam. And look at that, people don't know how to beat, how to deal with Samoran. They brought in Drifloon. I'm just gonna go for another Icy Wind. This Icy Wind is gonna do super effective damage. Are they gonna shield? The answer is yes, they will shield. What do we do after? I have to go Gastrodon and tank the energy, and this is the game where I changed it to Water Pulse, because I literally could have won with Water Pulse. But now we just don't win. I have to shield here and pray that I can farm them down, except that I can't. So this game is GG, and that is why you run Water Pulse, because there is so many Drifloons in this cup, and they are literally in Water Pulse range. But yeah. Next game, Dusknoir. We win this, okay? We don't lose any lead. They go to Drapion, we go to Gastrodon, and we don't have Water Pulse. But I'm like, let me just sack this Pokemon, because I'm done of this thing just being hot countered every game. They bring in Obama Snow. It's not the worst. I mean, Mud Slap can chip with some Body Slams. And the Powder Snow doesn't do that much damage. So I'm able to get to another one if they decide to overfarm. But they can't farm me all the way down. What do we do? I'm just going to go to Samo, to be honest. Because Samo just resists Powder Snow. I don't need to take... I don't want to take neutral damage. So I'm just going to shield. They bring in Dusknoir. I don't know why I'm not throwing Icy Wind. I was like, people don't know the moveset, right? But everyone's just shielding from Samoran. Dynamic Punch, I don't care about that. Spiritomb completely walls it. And this Rock Tomb will do enough damage to take it out. Spiritomb is literally chatting in this cup. Next game, Spiritomb into Frostlass. Amazing lead. You could literally shield and farm all the way down. So we're just going to shield. So they get the move exactly on their half HP. That means we can farm it all the way down, and then they will die with the move as based on what happened there, right? Okay, they bring in Gastro, and the Shadow Ball is going to do serious damage, but they shielded it. I'm just going to throw right away, hoping that they throw right away too, but they were smarter, and then I look like a fool now for throwing on alignment. Let's see what they do. Do they have Earth Power? They don't have Earth Power, so they are forced to throw all their energy. They can't overfarm because Hitsui Samoran is so spammy and so annoying in this cup. What do we do now? Well, we have to go back to Spiritomb. Or like just go Gastro, and you know... Once they swap, we swap. They swap, we swap. We do too. We throw Rock Tomb. And there is no hope for them. I don't know what they are trying to do here. I can shield, and I think I should be able to KO in one because we snuck in one. Except that they do have the move. So, What do we do now? Well, we just mud slap this thing and KO the thing in the back with a water pulse. So now they die to a body slam, but hey, because we just TM to a water pulse, we wasted like 5-6 TMs. We might as well, you know, just throw them. We won the lead as always. They go to Licky, we go to Gastro. And what do we do? Well, the answer is, why do we have to do anything? Why do we have to do anything? Can't we just win the game in peace? Earth Power should be able to KO here, but Water Pulse doesn't. I should live the Shadow Ball. And I should be able to farm down. We're just going to blindly body slam whatever comes in. There is a Drifloon. The Drifloon get denied on entry. It does not matter. Body slam won't do any damage. And now we just go back to Spiritomb. They go to Gastrodon. I'm just going to throw a Shadow Ball. I'm gonna bait here because there is no way in hell that they would call this bait. There was a way, actually. Never mind. That's why I don't like baiting. One of the worst matchup for Spiritomb is actually Gastrodon, because you can't throw Rock Tomb. Whenever you can't throw Rock Tomb is actually a bad matchup. What do I do here? Well, I'm just gonna farm them all the way down. I'm just gonna spam Icy Winds. And yeah, that's why Hisui Samurant is so good in this cup. This is gonna do good damage. I don't think it KOs, but I think it's slightly they live with 1 HP. I'm just gonna commit to the Dark Pulse because it's the stab better move here. It's the one that does more damage, and they survive with like 1 HP. We swap, and 1 Sucker Punch should do the damage. Another lead. They go to Drapion. We go to Gastrodon. And if they have non-shadow Drape, you can actually farm it all the way down because you live 2 crunches. If they get a crunch debuff, you have to throw. And now we don't need to shield. Yeah, I'm just going to farm him all the way down and then just Water Pulse whatever comes in. So, like, this is why you run Water Pulse. Like, if you look at this, they are in like half HP, right? So if we have Earth Power, there is nothing to do. So they have their own Spiritomb. What am I gonna do? Well, basically I'm just gonna throw this Rock Tomb and then go to my Samurant, and this is just a straightforward game. I'm just gonna shield, throw the Rock Tomb, the Icy Wind. He debuffed me, I will debuff him. Hey, an eye for an eye, right? I don't need to shield this, but I feel like opponent has no way to win this game, but opponent is refusing to top left, you know. I'm just gonna throw the Icy Wind. It does some super effective damage and debuff them. I don't know what they are trying to do, but hey, some people fight for the last second, right? We take that win. Spiritomb into Gliscor. We win this lead. They go to Ice Fang Drapion. What a thing. They threw in bad timing. I am sure because that happened, I will win this. I will be able to farm this all the way down. If they didn't throw in bad timing, I will actually be forced to throw. But remember that they get the crunch debuff, so it's always that this matchup on them getting like forcing me to throw is always depending on them getting a crunch debuff or not. Just gonna throw the body slam. Look at Gastrodon, took down 2 Pokemons, man. Magnezone is actually a cool Pokemon to use in this cup, but if you meet a Gastrodon, you're just pretty much a GG. There is nothing you could do. I know I'm shielding baits, but why not, right? The ideal play would be just to switch out and don't shield. Yeah. I'm just gonna throw these Rock Tombs. Opponent still hoping to win this matchup. I don't know what they did, why they shielded there. I still have another Pokemon that's full HP. So yeah, this is the team I'm using. Feel free, guys, to use it. And more importantly, let me know what you guys think. Do you have a Great League Hisui and Samurant? If you don't have a Hisui Samurant, I think you could just use Drapion or Dusknoir. Any of these, like, very common Pokemon. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thanks so much everyone for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like the video, if you like the content, don't forget to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.